Trip Eisner, joined by my good friend Jaime Diaz. Thank you so much, Jaime, for today. We're going to talk about that guy in red, making his 2020 debut. Now, he's already won in the 2019-2020 season.
True.
Of course, 82 was tying Sam Snead in fantastic fashion at Zozo. He has feasted at Torrey Pines time and time again. 7 wins in the Farmers and a U.S. Open. Is this his best chance to get 83?
You know, he looks so good at Zozo and at Royal Melbourne, so he looks like he's found something really repeatable and beautifully fluid in his golf swing. I do feel like, you know, it's the weather in California can be damp and cold. That is something that could be a deterrent. I don't think is going to be coming into the year quite as, you know, rested and eager as he has in the past because he played more at the end here. So those are two minor negatives. Obviously, he loves Torrey. He's won Torrey many different ways. He's won from the rough quite a bit. He won it even he won the Junior Optus World there when he was 13 or 15, I believe. So I'm going to say, though, I don't necessarily think it's his best chance. I think it's a very good chance, but it's not anything like there's urgency, like I better get it done at Torrey because that's my best spot. I don't see it that way at all.
That's a fair point. I would agree with that. I don't think that he has a sense of urgency because, you know, you and I have talked about it before. Zozo was gravy in a lot of ways, just like the Masters was gravy on the major cake.
Yes.
And now he wants to get to Jack. Sure, he's going to pass Snead. I don't think you and I even question
I don't even
that.
think he's concerned.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be the all-time winner. To me, I think you look at, and you mentioned how he played at Zozo. This is the second best iteration of his swing from an analyst standpoint. When I look at technically how solid it is, the positions, the flow, the synchronicity that he swings now,
Nice word,
and you know, 3 years ago, he hit 9 fairways. Played 3 rounds because he made the cut but did not finish when they had that cut on the PGA Tour. He hit 9 fairways in 3. He hit 3 fairways around.
Yeah.
And he still could compete there. Your point, he's won from the rough, he's won from the fairway. If he plays from the fairway on the South Course in particular, no one can touch him.
I guess you're right, Crip. You've played there, you know the golf course. I sometimes think that his earlier iteration that you spoke of was more suited to these kind of big-time ballparks. And honestly, I look at places like the Players now, and where it plays a little more fast and firm, and being in the fairway is more important. And iron shots, because of the way the design is so interesting, have to be fashioned, and that's really his biggest strength, as we saw at Melbourne. I almost feel like those places are the best. And you know, he won it at Torrey in 13, but most of them came, you know, between 1999 and 2008. So it's a different Tiger now. I'm not saying that Torrey isn't great for him, but I don't think it's as great as it used to be for him. And I think some of the other courses that are going to be warmer weather, faster turf, maybe narrower fairways are more suited to his gifts right now.
Well, I tell you, I'm going to just stay away because I think he's going to hit the ball well. The one thing he does, and I've putted these greens, both courses, these are some tricky Poana greens, okay? Now, I remember when they redid the South Course to make it for the Open, when Reese Jones did it, and we played it in 04. I remember they had all brand new greens, and they were true bent.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was in heaven because I'm an East Coast guy.
Tiger was
like,
probably complaining.
You know, so, but it didn't take long for that Poana to come in. And I can tell you there are putts there, and this guy, with that club in his hand, is one of the best ever, and especially on that surface. That's why he's won so much on Poana.
Not to be too much of a contrarian, I agree. He grew up on Poana, and when he's right, in 2008, that's maybe the greatest putt ever hit, the 12-footer he hit on the 72nd hole. However, he's been a Florida guy for a long time now. And I've heard him complain about Poana, and when he went to Riviera, he kind of stopped playing there. We didn't know exactly why. Now, of course, he's affiliated with the tournament, so he's always going to play there. But he was saying, you know, the Po gets pretty bad there. Now, they didn't have maybe the best surfaces compared to Torrey, I'm not sure, but I'm not sure he's so wedded to Po as his favorite necessarily anymore.
I'm going to take Tiger Woods on Po still. It may not be his favorite anymore, but anytime I can put Tiger on the green more than anybody else, he's going to beat you.
Just about any surface, though. And I'll take Tiger anywhere, too. I just don't necessarily think Torrey is absolutely his best chance.
Okay, where then is his best chance?
Well, that's a great, you know, I look at Bay Hill more so. I think he'll be more into the groove of the season.
Does he play Bay Hill?
Well, it's problematic, but I think, you know, it's the week before the Players, but before that is Honda. and before that is Mexico, and you expect them, and then before that is Genesis. So you don't expect him to play 3 in a row by playing
He will
Honda.
not play 3 in a row.
I still think Bay Hill is such a great opportunity for him, and if he's feeling okay and he's swinging beautifully, I think there's where he really has the biggest advantage nowadays.
Yeah.
I think the golf course, it's tough and it's got rough, but he's driving it so nicely, and I think it'll play faster than it does at Torrey, and I think that helps him now. And because he's getting it out there, but he's not carrying it as far as he used to.
Right.
Now he's kind of it's a different sort of almost a rollout drive a little bit. It's really pure.
Yeah.
It's not as spinny a drive as it used to be. You know the distinction there.
Yeah.
He used to carry it with this safe cut about 290, and then maybe roll another 10, and that was his safety shot. Now he maybe carries it 280 and it rolls out 25 yards.
Yeah.
And I think it's as you were saying, his technique's better than maybe it has been in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's allowed him to hit a more pure strike and not just have to power the ball with a lot of spin to keep it in the fairway.
Yeah, you can't argue with Bay Hill, but you can't argue with Farmers either.
No, I'm not arguing. Yeah,
and we're not arguing. We're having a friendly conversation.
No, I'm just saying, but I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm the only nuance is I don't think it's his best chance necessarily.
Okay,
yeah.
Jaime says it's not his best chance this week. I say the opposite. I think Tiger's going to be a factor at Farmers, but either way, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoyed Jaime and I chewing the fat.